watching the BSN Sports Network.
The B-Black Division tightens up. With second and fourth place separated by only 2 points, Team Franchise looks to keep rolling after a huge 32-4 win, while Team TO looks to bounce back after losing to the first place Wolverines. BSN Sportscenter starts now.
This is SportsCenter.
Hi, and welcome to BSN Sportscenter. I'm Dan Montero, reporting from the 115.5 Leos. Let's get to our top story. At the beginning of last week, Team TO sat on a 10-point second place lead over Iron Liver and a 20-point lead over Team Franchise. When the dust settled, Team TO was sitting in fourth place after a tough loss to the first place Wolverines. This week they would face a Comancheros squad that was badly beaten without their two best shooters.
Despite losing last week, Team TO comes out in good spirits. With Scotty Bones and Shauna Stud both going 6-0, they win big.
Hey, Rob! No.
27-9 is the final.
Got the big win this week. How you feeling?
I'm feeling good. You know what? It was a pressure game I played in, but I had to do a gut check like the Giants did at Green Bay, and I came through.
How you feeling, Crispy? How you feeling after the win?
I like beer.
This is Chef reporting from the horse, the BSN.
Team Franchise was in fourth place, 20 points behind second place Team TO, going into last week against the Comancheros that were without their two best shooters, and came away with a big 32-4 victory that not only catapulted them into third place, but only left them 1 point behind the second place Iron Liver. This week they were facing Dunn's second team, Are We Done Yet?, and looking to move into that second place slot.
With the game on the line, Old Man Harmon pulls out the double one to give Team Franchise a 19-17 victory.
Chris Harmon, you hit the big double one for the win. How you feeling?
Courtesy of the house stars. See? Sometimes cheap is better.
You guys got the big win tonight. How you feeling?
I feel very good, and well, now I'm going to get drunk to top off the win.
Team 17, Team Franchise.
In other action, the Wolverines took down Iron Liver 25-11, and the new standings look like this. The Wolverines hold the commanding lead in the division, while Team TO jumps all the way up into second. Team Franchise holds third, and Iron Liver falls all the way down to fourth. Comancheros and Are We Done Yet round out the bottom of the division. Next week, Team TO heads to Dunn's to play Are We Done Yet?, while Team Franchise heads up to play Iron Liver. In 5 years of Monday Night Poker, Johnny Marge has never won a single tournament. But after being sick and tired of being sick and tired, the cards finally fell his way. And Jack the Ripper and lucky number 7 finally pushed him to victory. This week he would be back down to defend his title to see if he could have another good night.
Johnny Marge went home early, but with hands like quad sixes, Rubo had no trouble taking everybody out and taking this week's poker championship.
All right, Rubo, how's it feel to be the big winner after a Johnny Marge victory?
Wow, it's been a long time since I've been to the winner's circle. So. Beers are on me.
Didn't even use Aunt Matilda's chair.
Yeah, I did. I brought it in the second half.
Hey, the return of Aunt Matilda's chair.
Right here, baby.
Powers into victory.
Suit it.
Oh, with the big win, Rubo sits only 2 points outside of the top 10. Tyler still sits comfortably in the first place spot, while the rest of the field starts to tighten up and get a little more competitive. With only 2 weeks left in the season, other players are going to have to make a big push in order to get into the championship final table. With 2 weeks to go, and all tiebreakers on their side, the Almighty Corporation could win their first 420 Division Championship in the West Side with a victory over the Mud Dogs this week. The Mud Dogs, despite sitting in last place in the Divide Division for most of the season, have been hot lately and making a lot of noise in the points championship. After a huge Week 12 where they put up an astounding 158 points, they now sit in first place, overtaking the Redskins, who have held this position all year long. This makes the matchup between the best team in the league and the hottest team in the league our game of the week.
4 touchdowns by D'Angelo Williams gets the Corporation excited, but a late touchdown by Steve Slayton dashes their hopes as the Mud Dogs win 119-111. The Mafia also has a bad day and a big loss.
46 out of Reggie Wayne and 2 for 36 out of Braylon Edwards. The 2 of you could go put a foot in your head. I ain't taking you next year.
And in other action, the CSCB can't pull off any late game heroics. The Chronic squeaks one by the Buzzkillers, and the IRA pulls a big one off against the Skins.
With the loss, the Corporation holds only a slim half-game lead over the big hitters in the 420 division. The Mafia sits a game back, and the IRA sits a game and a half back. The Buzz sits in last place and will have to put up a ton of points to get the wildcard position into the playoffs next week. In the divided division, the big win by the Chronic this week moves them in the first place, while a fall by the CSCB drops them into a second-place tie with CSI Shelton. The Skins and the Mud Dogs stay tied at 4th place, and are both going to have to come up with some big points next week to move into the playoffs. That's a great one, wasn't it? Well, that's another episode of BSN Sportscenter. We'll see you next week before we get overtaken with some more Miller Lite stuff. Have a good night.
BSN Sportscenter was sponsored by 115 and a half at Leaders, where you could always get another half, and by Miller Lite. Great taste, less filling.